In class 11 accountancy, we are on chapter 3. Today we are going to start a new chapter because chapter 1 and chapter 2 theory part we already over. So now completed. Now I am going to explain you numerical part. We are moving towards recording of transaction. So in recording of transactions, today I am going to explain you what are the topics we will see, and that part which I have to explain you what I will share with you. See, recording of transactions, identifying transactions. First of all, the first step. Identifying transactions means first you have to identify which transactions to be entered in the books. Which are the transactions they have to enter in the books? Which are the monetary terms in monetary terms, and then second is source documents. I will explain you what are the source documents. Evidence and proofs are known as source documents like vouchers and bills. Then recording transactions in the journal, original book of entry, then further classification. So in these two chapters, chapter 3 and 4, we will explain you recording of transactions in the accounts books. So first you have to learn identifying transactions means only those transactions can be entered in the books which are in express in monetary terms, in quantitative terms, in financial terms, express in rupees, then source documents, voucher and all other to be entered, and then recording transactions in the journal, yani entry in the books. Now, as I told you, identifying transaction means you have to identify which transactions to be entered. It's very easy. Like if you are the owner, you will enter in the books what is the salary amount you are paying. You will not write the qualification and honesty, quality, intelligence of the employees. What you will write? You will write only the financial term. The next, source document. The documents on the basis which transactions are recorded in the books of accounts are called source documents. Means there is some proof, some vouchers, some receipts which you will have, and on those basis you have to record all those transactions in the books. So see, this is the cash receipt. It is the origin of transaction and it initiates the accounting process. Without any receipt or voucher or evidence or proof or source of documents, how you can enter the transaction in the books? See, in the source document, the name written, the date written, the amount written, everything is proof, conclusive proof. That's why source document is necessary. And after the source document, accounting process starts. One more source is accounting vouchers. See, vouchers are classified as cash vouchers, debit vouchers, credit vouchers, general vouchers. Various types of vouchers are there, but it depends on the size of the organization, on the nature of the organization. So if the size of organization is big, various vouchers are required. If the business is working on small scale, limited vouchers are required. Okay, so see, vouchers are classified. I will explain you cash voucher, debit voucher, credit voucher, journal voucher. Various vouchers are there. I am showing you. See on the slide. Transaction voucher, date given, account name, account rupees, narration, detail, and that is who is preparing it, who is signing on it. So this is known as vouchers. But see, a transaction with one debit and one credit is simple transaction. I will explain you how to debit, how to credit, wait. But for theory part or for the basic understanding, you should know what is transaction voucher. Yes, simple voucher is known as transaction voucher. A transaction with one debit and one credit is simple transaction. I am getting money, I am paying salary, I am paying rent. These are the simple transactions. Simple transaction with one debit and one credit is simple, and the voucher prepared for it is known as transaction voucher. Transaction voucher, see, one account is debit, one is credit. Okay, then compound voucher. Compound voucher means the voucher which has multiple debits or multiple credits. One debit and multiple credits are called compound transactions, and the vouchers prepared for such transactions are known as compound voucher. Compound voucher may be debit, may be credit. See, in the given example, you can see the slide. Furniture account debit, machinery account debit, 2 debits, 1 credit, cash account. Here multiple debits, 1 credit. That's why it is known as compound. See, here 2 things are debit. Same, that's why it is known as debit voucher. Maybe 2 accounts may be credit, 1 debit, that will be credit voucher. Okay, so see the definition. This is different from transaction voucher, my dear. In transaction voucher, just I explained you, transaction voucher, only 1 debit, 1 credit. But in compound voucher, multiple debit, 1 credit, or 1 debit, multiple credit. This is known as debit voucher or credit voucher. Okay, I will explain you what is debit voucher. Just now. A voucher which records for a transaction which has 2 or more debits, 1 credit. Debits are more. That's why it is known as debit voucher. It is used for expenses or expenditures. Yes, I'm giving you the example. Like on 31st March, I paid rent, I paid salary, I paid repair charges. So various expenses are debit. So I will prepare debit voucher. See, a voucher which records for a transaction which has 2 or more debits and 1 credit is called debit voucher. It is used for expenses or expenditures. Yes. While I explain you terminology, I explain you what are the expenses or what are the expenditures. Okay. I explain you on that day what are the expenses or what are the expenditures and the difference between them also. So my dear children, Today, I am going to explain you what we are doing. We are Tanishq Malik, you are not in the class. Tanishq Malik. So, debit voucher. Debit voucher means when we have two or more debits. Then, Tanishq Malik, don't off your video. Tanishq Malik. So, in that case, we prepare voucher, and simple voucher means one debit, one credit, but compound voucher means multiple debit, one credit, or multiple credit, one debit. It is of two types. Debit voucher. A voucher which records for a transaction which has two or more debits. It is known as debit voucher. It is for expenses or assets. See, furniture debit, machinery debit, furniture purchase, machine purchase. So here two accounts are debited. That's why it is debit voucher. And next, credit voucher. Yes, I will explain you each and everything. Credit voucher means when one debit, multiple credits. One debit, multiple, two or multiple credits. It is credit voucher. It is used to record incomes and gains like commission received, dividend received, rent received, interest received. So there are more credits and one debit. In that case, credit voucher is prepared. Okay, see commission received, dividend received, format is same, but only in place of debit voucher you have to write credit voucher. Then next, journal vouchers. Journal voucher means the transactions with multiple debits and multiple credits are called complex transactions, and the accounting voucher prepared for such transactions is known as complex vouchers. Journal vouchers. See, there are the difference between all the three vouchers. I will explain you again. See, complex voucher means when multiple debits, multiple credits are entered, that is complex vouchers, and complex transactions also. So the voucher prepared is known as complex voucher. See, in complex voucher, debit accounts are there as well as credit accounts are also there. So today we completed vouchers. I will explain you again one by one. See, the recording of transaction chapter 3 is going to start. First of all, identify the transactions. It's very easy to identify. Only those transactions you have to write which are expressed in terms of money. Quantitative aspects, financial transactions. Qualitative aspects will not be recorded anywhere in accounts. So first identify the transaction, then you have to require source documents, because without source documents the process will not be continued. So what are the source documents? Today I am going to explain you. So source documents means the documents which are necessary for recording in the books. These are also known as vouchers. Yes, vouchers. First voucher, see the situation. Simple. One debit, one credit is transaction voucher. Then compound voucher. Multiple debit, one credit. Okay. Multiple credit, one debit. See, debit voucher, multiple debits. Credit voucher, multiple credits. And last is complex voucher. Complex voucher means multiple debits as well as multiple credits. Okay, so today we completed of that part of vouchers. Now I will explain you. See, source documents are also known as vouchers. Yes, vouchers are classified in three parts. Transaction voucher. Transaction voucher means one debit, one credit. Transaction voucher means one debit, one credit, simple transaction. Then compound voucher. Compound voucher is of two types, debit voucher and credit voucher. Yes, debit voucher means many debit, one credit. Many debit, one credit. Yes, credit voucher means one debit, many credit. Last is complex voucher. Complex voucher means multiple debit, multiple credit. You can note down this table, that will be useful for you. See, one by one I will explain you today's topic, recording of transaction. The first thing is identify, then source document. Source documents are also known as vouchers. Vouchers means evidence, proofs, conclusive proofs. Then vouchers are of three types. First is transaction voucher. Simple. Transaction voucher is also known as simple voucher. One debit, one credit. Then compound voucher. Compound voucher is of two types. Debit voucher, multiple debit, one credit. Credit voucher, one debit, multiple credit. Yes. See, I am giving you the example. Debit voucher. If I purchase a car, a jet, a boat, a helicopter, all the things, all will be debited. So I will prepare debit voucher. Okay, multiple debit, one credit. And in credit voucher, one debit but multiple credits. So in simple words, we can say debit voucher is prepared for expenses or expenditures, and credit voucher is prepared for income and gains. Last is complex voucher. In the name itself, it is given. Complex voucher means multiple debit, multiple credit. That's why it is known as complex voucher. Okay, so you can learn this table. That will be easy for you. If there is simple transaction, you will prepare transaction voucher. If multiple debit, debit voucher. Multiple credit, credit voucher. If multiple debit, multiple credit, that is complex voucher. Okay, sure, you must understood today's topic, that is voucher.